All right, if you're doing this one at home, you're gonna need multiple pieces of equipment. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly what I'm going to show you with, but it needs to be similar. So we have a wall ball, which can also be substituted with a medicine ball as long as it weighs more than 10 pounds or so. We have a set of kettlebells. You're gonna need one dumbbell and a soft object that has some height, and you'll see the variations as we go through. There are 4 different rounds. There's 6-minute AMRAPS, okay? So we're gonna do an AMRAP with each piece of equipment. I'm gonna start with the block. Every rep is 15. You are seated for every single movement. The first one is a V sit pass, where all you are going to do is just lift it up and put it back into your foot. So you're sitting in that V hold and you're lifting, and every time that block collects, or the shoe collects the block, that's your rep count. Then you have up and overs. You're gonna place the block in between your legs, just like this, and then sit back just enough that the block is still in between your feet. And what you're doing, bringing your feet together, you're gonna go up and over that block. You're lifting up and over, so you're making like an upside down V shape. 15 of those total, up and down. So that's 1, 2. After your up and overs, you have in and outs. So relax that core for 1 second, and then what you're doing is you're pushing all the way out, you're pulling in, pushing out, and in, okay? So now you're pulling your knees in instead of doing that over motion that we just did. So you have up and overs for 15, and then in and outs for 15. And then the final movement on the floor with the block are Russian twists. You're gonna squeeze the block between your knees, and you're gonna tap your fingers on each side. And each time you hit the floor, that's your repetition. 6 minutes, everything is 15 reps. When you hit your 6-minute mark, you will do 4 burpees. That number 4 is going to be different for each AMRAP. Okay, moving up. The next one we will do is with the dumbbell. It is only 2 movements, but we are alternating the sides in which you're using. So we have single leg deadlift right, and then we have single leg deadlift left, and then we have standing hamstring curl right and standing hamstring curl left. So when you're doing it with the dumbbell, both hands are on it, you're holding it, and I want you to deadlift and come up, letting this weight guide you forward. You'll do it 15 times on your left, and then you'll do it 15 times on your right. So you're coming forward, reaching, coming up. If you do not have to put that foot down, don't do it, stay balanced, okay? And then you move on to a hamstring curl. You want the dumbbell to be one with like a thinner arm here. If it's thick, it's gonna be really hard for you to get that, to get your leg to wrap around it. So place it carefully behind your knee. If you need to use wall for assistance, go for it. This is your starting position. When you will have it, make sure that you are not leaning to one side, so the dumbbell's not hanging, okay? You wanna tuck it in there, squeeze. Starting position is here, and what you're going to do is kick back and forward, lifting and bringing it in. You're squeezing your glute, so you're not coming forward, backwards, all right? And then you'll switch sides. You'll go right to the other side, same thing, pull it up, squeeze here. You automatically feel that butt, that glute engaged, and you lift, all right? And we're doing 15 up. When you're done, right back into those single leg deadlifts, repeating 6 minutes. After that one, 4 dubs. Next 6-minute AMRAP will be with kettlebells. You're going to do farmer's carry. You're gonna stop, you're gonna do about 4 or 5 steps, stop, you're gonna squat, stand back up, 4 or 5 steps, squat. Your squat is your rep count. The next 2 rounds are 10 reps for everything. So when we're walking, take your steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to halt, squat, let the dumbbells hit the floor, and then rise up. When you get to the end point, you're just going to turn around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to squat and come up. And until you've done 10. After that, we have 10 kettlebell swings. You want to come in eye level, hips back, weight comes up. Then you have 10 reverse weighted lunges, which will be 5 on each side. So if your right hand is up, your right leg is going back. You'll do 5 here, and then you'll do 5 on the other side. And then the final movement is figure 8. You come through, come up every time. When you rise up, that's your rep count, 10. After you're finished those movements, you have 4 tuck jumps. Final round is with a wall ball. This one is 20 pounds. You want this to be fairly heavy. Kneeling, you're gonna bring this ball to your chest. And in this movement, what you're doing is you're not sitting back onto your heels, but you're leaning back and you're letting your quads kind of do the work. So right when I get to about here, I start to feel my quads are squeezing, and now I want to use my quads and my core to come back up. So my feet are relaxed. If this is more comfortable for you, I feel like my toes start to engage, so I like to be here. You come back, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. And once you feel it, lock position, then you come up. Don't drop when you're back here. Try not to sink and come up, and protect that lumbar, so you want to make sure that your core is nice and tight. After your lean backs, you have overhead forward lunge. So unlike the weighted lunge you just did, this one you're holding both hands, and now you're coming forward. You will do 5 on each side, okay? Then you have wall toss-ups. So what you'll do is you find a wall, little tosses. So it's not full wall balls, but you're still sinking into your heels. And then your last one is thrusters. And this is the one where you're gonna sink completely down. So you'll squat, straight up, right here, squat, thrust it up. And then after that movement, with that round, you have 4 star jumps. So it's 4 rounds. Each round is 6 minutes. Your first 2 rounds are 15 repetitions. Your last 2 rounds are 10 repetitions. Your 4 finisher movements happen when the round is completed. All right, have fun.